X plus 6. Y is 3. No, can't be. Y is 8.
And how do you get 8?
You do inverse.
Yeah, what's that?
So 5 minus 12.
And what is 12 minus 5?
It is. The it
12 take away 5?
7.
Yes. I was just checking. And did we ever do this before? Or did
No.
Okay, it's just you just heard like inverse in school, was it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. How about next one?
Okay. Make X subject in the formula.
This one here.
Um. So X is 3.
Yeah. And so first one, subtract 5 from both sides. Second one, subtract 6 from both sides. And then how do we get this one down here? Make X the subject means rearrange it to get X equals. And something on the other side. What would you do there?
So X equals 3. So then.
So this is just a totally different question. So if this was an equation that you needed to solve, what would you do?
Sorry.
So you know in the first question you did minus 5 to both sides?
Yeah.
And then in the second one you did minus 6 to both sides. So what would you do to both sides in this one?
-4.
Yes. And so now on the left side you have X. And what do you have on the right side?
Y.
You have Y minus 4. And so like 12 minus 5, you can simplify it to 7. 9 minus 6, you can simplify it to 3. Y minus 4, you can't simplify. And so that's the answer.
Okay.
So when they say make X the subject, that means rearrange it to make X on one side of the equal sign by itself. So we'll do a bit more practice. Okay, how about these ones? Start with the first one for the minus type.
Okay. X. So X is 3 for the. No, that's the second one. The first one. T is 3.
That would be if this was plus 4. This is minus 4. So you have to do the inverse of minus.
T is 11.
Yes. So for this one, you have to add 4 to both sides. So how about the next one?
Next one, X is 9.
Yes. So X is equal to 3 plus 6. Okay. And how about this one? Question 6. You have to make X the subject.
Okay. So Would it be x equals h minus 7?
What is the inverse of minus 7?
Plus.
And so what's the answer?
H plus 7.
Yes, h plus 7. Well done. Okay, multiplying type. Let's try the first one.
Okay, so for the first one, y would be 4.
Yeah, and how about the third one?
Third one, w would be 5.
Yes, and so w is 20. What's the inverse of times 4?
Wait, I didn't hear you.
What's the inverse of times 4?
Divide 4.
Yes. Okay, let's try these. You have to make x the subject.
Okay. Is it? So it's x equals a divided by t.
What do you need to divide both sides by?
Is it t?
You have to get rid of times a, because that's next to the x.
Okay.
And so what do you divide both sides by?
Uh,
For these ones,
yeah,
you divided both sides by the number in front of the letter.
yeah.
So this is the same thing.
So a divided by x.
You just divide both sides by a.
Oh, okay.
And so what's on the right side?
T.
There's something else?
Divided by a.
Yeah. That's it. How about question 3?
It would be x equals k divided by 2. 2f.
2f, well done. And last one.
Would it be x equals pk divided by 4fr?
Well done. Okay, how about this one? Solve for x.
Is it 3? Just
Nope.
no. So 5.
Yeah. And you can simplify it to 3x. 15. Okay, how about these?
Is x 12 for the first one?
Yeah.
And is it 18?
Yeah. How about this one?
X equals a times 2.
Yeah. And what's the short way of writing a times 2?
A2.
2a.
2.
Means the same thing. Okay, two-step equations. Let's try the first one.
Okay. 4x So x is 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
How about the third one?
The third one, x is 4.
And how did you get those answers?
So I looked at my times tables, so I see what you could times 4 by that is closest to 19.
Okay.
So,
And another way to do it is if you follow reverse order of Bidmas, it's usually the easiest way to undo it. So the first one, you would subtract 1 from both sides. So if you subtract 1 from both sides, what do you get?
Is it?
So on the left side, you get just 4x.
Just 4x. Okay.
And on the right side?
Is it 9 minus 1?
Mm-hmm. And what is 9 minus 1?
8.
Yeah. And so 4x equals 8. And then you can divide both sides by 4 and get x equals 2.
Oh.
So you can do them that way. Okay, let's try the top one using that method.
Okay. So 2y equals 3 minus 8.
What are you subtracting from both sides?
B.
So what did you subtract so that you were left with just 2y?
8 and 3.
You basically subtracted the 3 from both sides.
Okay, so 3 for both sides.
Because you're trying to get just y equals by itself. And so what's on the right side?
Is it just 8?
It's 8 minus 3. To keep it
8.
equal, you have to do it to both sides.
Okay. 8 minus 3. So this one, it will be 2 or
Hang on. 8 minus 3?
8 minus 3 is 5.
Yeah.
Minus.
And so 2y is 5. And so what is y?
Two 2.5.
Yes. And you can just write it as 5 over 2. 5 divided by 2 is fine. Okay, similar one. Next.
So 2t equals so it'll be 8, the one that you're taking on me.
Yeah.
And then so 8.3 minus 8 is minus 5.
Yeah.
And then t would be minus 2.5.
Yeah. I'll just leave it as minus 5 over 2.
Okay.
And see.
So 2p equals 2p equals. So then it will be you have to take away 7.
Yeah.
And 7 take away 1 is minus 6.
Yeah.
And P, I mean, Q is, Q is, how would you,
So
Q
so 2Q equals minus 6.
minus 3.
Yes, and so Q equals minus 3. That's it. So yeah, you just do the inverse, and the opposite order of minimus is usually the easiest. Any questions there?
That was good.
Okay.
I don't have any questions.
Okay. This one is fine. It's very similar. Okay, let's try the first one. Any idea how you solve inequalities like this?
No.
Just treat it like an equal sign and just do it normally. So try
Cool.
the top one there.
Okay, so so but isn't 5? It's bigger than 8, so it's bigger than 17. No.
So you have to make x the subject, so you have to solve it. So x is less than, and then some number here.
Yeah.
So you have to remove any numbers that are on the same side as x.
Oh, okay, so x is smaller than 17.
No.
5?
You would start by subtracting 12 from both sides. It's just like if it's an equal sign.
Okay.
And so when you subtract 12 from both sides, on the left side you have 5x. What do you have on the right side?
5. Is it just 12? 12?
It's 7 take away 12.
17. Take it.
17 take away 12, sorry.
And then that is 5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So 5x is less than 5. How do you get x?
Oh. So is it just 1? Is x 1?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, how about the one underneath?
So you would have to put 4x and then the bigger than sign. And then you have to do 11 minus 1, which is 10.
Yeah.
10. So 10 to thingies.
So 4x is greater than 10. And so how do you get x by itself?
Do you divide 10? No.
Yeah. So
You divide?
divide them. What would your answer be as a fraction?
10 over 4.
It would be 10 over 4. X is greater than 10 over 4. So x times 4, and so you divide both sides by 4.
Okay.
So it's just like an equal sign. That was the first one. So let's try this first one up here. I'll just put the u on the other side. So make t the subject for the first one. How do you do that?
So is it 70 equals minus
Yeah.
u minus 30?
Yeah.
Like,
Minus 30. So make y, make t the subject. So 7t. What's the opposite of times 7? The inverse of times 7.
It's divide 7.
Yeah. And do you know
Yep. Would it be 7 over t?
So it will be 7t over 7, which is just t. So 7t over 7. 7 divided by 7 is 1. 1t is the same as t. Anything divided by itself is 1.
Okay.
What is on the right side?
Is it 6? No, 26.
That would be if you're thinking of if u was 4 or something. It's just, you know the way it was u minus 30?
Yeah.
It's that divided by 7. So u isn't a number, so we can't simplify it.
Oh.
Yeah, so let's try next question. I'll just put this on the right side. So that's equal to x. Okay, so 3y plus 2 equals x. You have to make y the subject.
Okay, so you put 3y equals x minus 2.
Yeah.
And you have to divide it by 3.
Yeah.
And then because it's divided by it would just be y.
Yeah.
And then it will be y equals x minus 2 over 3.
Well done. Okay. Hang on. Let's just do one more. Okay, let's try this one.
Wait, so it's 2q that is the subject?
You have to make q the subject.
Just q. So it would be q equals q equals 2q minus 10.
Try it one at a time. So what would you do first?
You put Q equals.
You're trying to get Q equals. So you have to try to get Q equals and then everything else on the other side.
Okay.
What would you get rid of first?
The plus sign.
Yeah. How do you get rid of that?
You make it into a minus.
Yeah. And what are we minusing?
2Q and 10.
Just 10.
Yes.
And what does that give you?
What are you taking it away for?
Both sides. So let's say what remains on the right side after you take away 10?
It says
It was 2Q plus 10. If you take away 10, what are you left with?
it just minus 8Q.
It's just 2Q. 2Q plus 10. If you take away 10, you're left with just 2Q. So it's just minus 10 to into in general. It's not to every single number. How about on the left side? What is now on the left side?
P.
And what else? You did minus 10 to both sides.
Oh yeah. So P minus 10 is just minus
P minus 10. So P minus 10 is on the left, 2Q is on the right, and so we want 1Q. So how do we get that?
Do you have to get rid of the 2?
Yeah.
So like divide it.
Yeah. So what do you get?
It will be 2Q over 2.
And what is 2Q over 2?
It will just be Q.
Yeah. So that's just Q. And on the other side?
Q.
It was P minus 10. You divided both sides by 2. What will it become?
It would be P minus 10 over 2.
Yes. P minus 10 all over 2. Great. And so don't overthink it. So first we subtract 10 from both sides because we're doing business in the reverse order, which is just usually the easiest for solving an equation. And then we did the divide by 2. So minus 10 divided by 2. Okay, let's try the first one.
First one. So are you finding the subject of T? So if you're trying to make it to T, you would it would be so at the end it would be equals T. And the thing you have to do is you have to do on the left side, which is Uh,
So you know the way we want t by itself.
yes.
So we have to get rid of anything that's on the same side as t.
Okay.
So which one do we get rid of first?
U.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so how do we get rid of it?
We do U minus 5t.
You subtract u from both sides. And so if you subtract u from both sides, what do you get?
V minus 4 and
U.
U. V minus U and U minus 5t.
It's minus u.
Oh,
And so you just minus the u.
5t. Take away.
And so you just take away the u. What do you do last?
Then you then you 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 divide. No.
Yep.
Yeah, you divide it.
Divide by what?
5.
Yeah. And so
So
what do you get?
you just get v minus u over 5.
Well done. V minus u over 5. Well done. Okay, so these are very similar. We better, let's see. They're similar. Okay, let's try the first one.
Okay. 5x plus 7 equals e. So f sub x equals. Wait. So then you have to do x equals, and then you have to do set. You have to put e. So the first thing you put was e minus 7.
Yeah.
And then you have to divide by 5.
Yeah.
So then it'll be e minus 7 over 5.
Well done. Next one.
Okay. The next one, it will be x equals r minus y over 3.
Well done. And let's say the last
one. So it'll be x equals t minus k over r.
Yes. Well done. Okay, exam question.
Make the subject of the formula.
Yeah. Make A the subject.
How do you do this? Is it like how you do it with everyone?
Yeah, same thing. And the other ones all looked like this. But it's the same thing. So what do we do first?
So would it be 8? Yeah. Oh, just
So we're trying to get A equals.
8 equals.
And so what
Would you do that? Do u minus v? No.
So minus u from both sides.
So u minus v minus u,
Yeah.
and at minus u.
Okay. And final step.
So it would be you divide it by t.
Yeah.
So it would be v minus u over t.
Well done. U over t, and that's what A is equal to. So any questions there?
No, not other things.
Okay, another exam question. How do we do this? And tell me if you're not sure.
I'm not sure about this one.
In opposite angles, in parallelograms, opposite angles add up to 180.
Okay.
So how could you use that?
Would you just
You could say like 2x plus 2x gives you 180. Go from there.
so then so what?
So in a parallelogram, opposite angles. So what type of this has 4 sides. What's the name of a 4-sided shape?
Quadrilateral.
Yeah. And do you know what the angles in a quadrilateral add up to?
Is it 360?
Yeah. And so add those 4 up. What do you get?
Get 36.
Okay. And how many x's do you get? What was the number? 3x plus 2x plus 2x plus 2x.
Is it 9x?
Yeah. And what is minus 15 plus 24?
Is it minus 15
plus 24.
minus 15 plus. Is it 9?
Yeah. So 9x plus 9 equals 360. How do you solve that?
It is 7.
You're just trying to get it as x equals.
X equals. Okay, so now it's an X. So you have to do 360 so you have to do 9 minus both things, both sides.
Yes.
It will be 9x minus 9 and 360 minus 9.
What is 360 minus 9? What is 360 minus 10?
350, so it'll be 351.
Yeah. And on the left side, we had plus 9. If you take it away, 9 minus 9 is just 0. So that's like plus 0 or just nothing. And then how do we get x?
Divided by 9.
Yeah. How many 9s in 35?
3. No.
Yeah.
4.
3. And that gives us 27. A remainder of 8. How many 9s in 81?
9.
Yes. And so the answer is 39. And so, yeah, these four angles, when you add them together, you get 9x plus 9. You also should get 360. And so we know that x is 39. Any questions there? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
So that's just these ones I'll leave. Okay, how about this one?
So is it just like all the other ones?
It's very similar.
So would you do so you need to get it to to T.
Mm-hmm.
So T would be 5 over 2.
So let's do a step by step. What would you have to do first?
So step by step, would you have to do? So you'd find out. So 2 2 times T and minus 5.
So you have to get rid of times 2 and you have to get rid of minus 5. So you're left with just T equals. Which one will you get rid of first?
9.
That's not on the same side as T, so we don't have to do anything to it.
2. You have to get rid of 2.
It would be easiest to get rid of the minus 5 first. So just do them in the reverse order of Bidmas.
Okay.
And so how do you get rid of minus 5? You add 5 to both sides.
Yes, same inverted. So then it will be 2t at 5.
That cancels out with the minus 5.
Oh,
And so it would just be 2t.
2t. And then
What's on the right side?
you have to divide it by 2.
Yeah, divide what by 2?
T, 2t.
So 2t equals 9 plus 5.
9 plus 5 is 14.
Yes. So 2t is. So how about t?
So t is 7.
Well done. So t is 7. Yeah. Any questions here?
No.
Okay. How about the top one?
So, okay. So 2x minus 5 equals 4.
Yeah.
So you would have to do, so to find out what x is, you have to do, so how do you get to, so you do inverse operation.
Yeah. Inverse of what?
Of 4 and 5.
4 isn't on the same side as t. It's of 2 and a minus 5. we have to get rid of those numbers, so we're left with just x. So which one do we get rid of first?
5.
We get rid of the minus t first, because we're doing it in reverse order of business.
Oh,
So
yeah.
get rid of any adding and subtracting first.
Okay.
So what will we do to both sides?
You have to, I think, is it? I think,
You have to add 5.
yeah. Add 5. So 4 add, so minus, 2x add 5.
It's just 2x, because it was minus 5. The plus 5 cancels out minus 5.
Oh, yeah, okay. So then 4 add 5 is 9.
Yeah. So 2x is 9, so 1x?
4.5.
Yeah, that's it. Or I'll just write it as 9 over 2. Okay, well done. How do you do the top one?
So you, this one. 3y minus 2 is bigger than 13.
Yeah.
So do you have to do like 3y add 2 and
So you have to add 2 to both sides.
Yeah, to both sides. So it will be just 3y because it cancels out.
Well done.
And then it will be 13 add 2, which
Okay.
is 15. And then
Yeah.
15.
So
Is the Wi-Fi?
so 3y is greater than 15.
3y is greater than 15.
Yeah. And we want just y.
Is it if you divide it by 3? So is it 5?
Yeah, it's 5. Okay. So these are very similar.
Okay.
These ones are okay. Yeah. Gee. So that's those ones. Okay. So I'll just do a quick test. See how we did. How would you do the very last one? Or what would you get?
Okay, very last one. So b minus 7 equals b. So b equals. So would you have to do 7 minus 12 minus 7?
It's already minus 7. You have to do the inverse.
Add.
Yeah.
So 12 add 7, and that is 19.
Yeah. Well done.
And
that's okay. How about second last one for this one?
Okay, 5e. E is 8.
Well done. So that one equals 8. How about the bottom one here?
Equals 7. Why? So we'd have to do inverse, so you'd have to do 3 times 7.
Yeah.
So 3 times 7 is 21. So 21 divided by 3 is 7.
You don't have to divide it back again.
Yeah, that's true.
One. And how about the second one here?
Is so you have to take away the 7 each from both sides. So then it will just be because it cancels out, it will just be 5 and h. And 17 minus 7 is 10. So yeah, it answers 10.
5h is 10. We want 1h.
It will be 2.
Yes, well done. Okay. Yeah, so we did that for that one. And how about this one?
C. Okay. Yeah. So first you have to do is add 1.
Yeah.
Add 1. to each side.
Yeah.
So it cancels out, so it will just be 2y, and then 12 add 1 equals 13,
Yeah.
and then 2. So then y is so you have to do 13 divided by 2.
13 over 2 is fine. That's
13
you
over 2.
can leave it like that. Yeah, well done, Carlos. How did you find that?
I found it good.
So that was we're up to 2-step equations anyway. So is there anything in particular you want to do next time, or should I pick?
You can pick.
Okay. Any questions for me in general about anything?
You do all of these with a calculator?
This was non-calculator.
Okay.
Sometimes it's calculator. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Well done, Carlos. You did great. I look forward to talking to you again next time.
Okay.
Have a good
Bye.
week. Goodbye.
Bye.